Hi guys, it's Shani from Yiannimize, and we don't just rap. We've now brought in PPF. If you click here, you can see that video of my Porsche being done. Also, we offer car servicing. Chris is a master tech with a race background, and you're going to see in this video him service Erik Lamela's car.
Hey, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to
Good morning, guys. This morning we have Erik Lamela's car in. It's a Range Rover Sport Lumma, and today we're going to be doing a service on the car. We're going to run through a few checks on the car, make sure she's up to scratch. We're going to do an oil change on it as well. Pollen filter, which cleans the air inside the cabin of the car, so we'll do that for him. Being a sports person, we want to make sure that he's getting clean air as well. Let's get started and see how we get on, see what condition the car's in, and see where we end up. Right, so what we're doing here is basically we've plugged in a launch scanner to run through the brain of the car, and we're going to see what faults come up. Now I can see we've got a problem here with the parking sensors. Let's go have a quick look at the back. It's telling me it's a rear sensor, and we'll see how we get on. Very simple to spot what's actually happened. This sensor here, it's nice and flush with the bumper. This one here, same again, perfect. This one here, this is our issue. It looks like it's been pushed in. Looks like the rubber gasket's missing. We may have to do a little repair on that and bring that sensor back out to the face. I would suggest the car's had a little tap because we've got some trims that are not in the correct position, so we'll get that sorted for him as well. See how we get on.
On the low scale, on my worst night, on the best. Wouldn't mess with you, couldn't cap to.
So on starting up the car, I can see that we've got a tyre pressure light in this left front wheel. So we'll look into that, but that's part of the service as well. We're going to check all the tyre pressures, check the back of the rims for any cracks.
With me if you feel like 550 on the 5 stick, you can get high with me, that's a deal, right?
We're going to look across the face of the tyre. That's nice and flat, there's no uneven tyre wear, so it's running correct pressures. But we'll keep on checking the treads, make sure there's no nails. Here we are, number one hit. You can see it's been in there for some time as it's worn the top of the nail.
Bankrolls and rollie. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 stick, you can get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like.
Right, so we've got to this front. We've got a little bit of damage on this sidewall of the tyre here. But as I come over to the inside, we can see that the tread is so far worn down, we're now exposing some cords. So this needs replacing.
That's a deal, right? Hey, 12 can't really stop.
I haven't even loosened the locking wheel nut.
I've been jugging jams like wholesale. Everything must go sale. Hitting with the old well, need 100 million on the low scale. On my worst night, on the best.
Look at the back of the rim for any cracks in the back of the rim that we can see. We've got a bit of a lip on the outer edge. I can feel on the back of the disc we're not getting full braking potential. This is not a good thing. There's a chunk missing out of the disc. It's just on the line of the braking surface. It's not the best situation because we don't want any sharp edges running through our calipers or through our pads that could cause the brakes to lock at any point.
I wake up, flex down that check, no drip this, tell 'em run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip, tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off.
This is what we was going to use to drain the oil. But being a Range Rover, I know it's going to take 8 litres of oil. And we've only got 7.6 in this to play with. No one likes an accident.
I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my eye, was sending the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check, no drip this, tell 'em run it on. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might.
Right, so this oil filter. See ya.
I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move.
Right, so now it's time to put the oil in the engine. This is the correct spec oil for the car. We know the car takes 8 litres. So there's 5 in here, and we'll have to go again for a second time. With this sort of car, it's all done through the dash. So when we go for the second load of oil, we'll have to do it bit by bit and make sure that we're at the correct level that the car recommends.
First I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck.
Right, so we're about to change the pollen filter on Erik's car. I'll show you the process. So we open the glove box. We've got 2 levers either side, and the glove box drops down. Obviously make sure there's nothing in the glove box or it's on the floor. We're going to put the ignition on. Right, so if you look in here, we're going to lift that. If I put my hand inside here, I'll be able to grab the filter and pull it out. So you can see the colour of this filter. One thing to take note of, the arrow. So the filter came out this way and the arrow is pointing up. So we'll put the new filter in exactly the same way, remembering that the hard edges were on either side of the car. And I'll show you what the new one looks like in comparison. Right, so you can see the difference. You can even feel the difference in weight. So you can see if I open it up, you can see all bits of leaves, hairs, fibres, just road dirt, everything gets collected into this filter. Right, so just finishing off Erik's car on the service side of things. So we've got to go in and check the oil level. Now he is Argentinian, all the dash is not in English. But I've done a fair few Range Rovers, so I'm sure I'll work it out. There we go, oil level's now spot on. You can see by the gauge. Right, so I can see we've still got a tyre pressure light. We're waiting to find out whether we're having new tyres fitted on the car. But there may be a problem with the sensor itself in the wheel, because if I go back, it's saying 0.0 bar, and that should read something. So I would say that the sensor might be 40, but we'll look into that. Alright, so all the new brakes are in. We've got 2 brake discs in these big boxes. We've got a set of brake pads here, and we've also got the sensor cable that tells us when the pads are running low. Now we've chosen to go for Brembo brakes. They are factory brakes. The car should stop lovely. Alright, so we're back here with Erik Lamela's car. Carried out new brakes, and we've gone for 4 new tyres on the car. So nice fresh rubber on there, nice set of Michelins. It's going to handle 1,000 times better on the road. The brakes on the front, now what we had noticed is someone that had refurbed the wheels at some stage had oversprayed the front calipers. So we sat there and we cleaned them all up. They haven't been repainted, we just spent a bit of time and cleaned them up and restored all the pins in the calipers, cleaned everything up, new set of pads, new set of discs, and we only used Brembo. If you remember back, we had the parking sensor issue where it was pushed in at the back. We've worked on that and we've repaired that bit. So that's all sorted now. And let's not forget, we also done an oil service on the car. We've done a pollen filter. I showed you guys how to do that. Part of the service was also to run through the gearbox oil levels, diff oil levels. We've run through the suspension to make sure everything is good and as safe as it can be. Sorry we couldn't film all of the service on the vehicle and rebuilding the brakes. We're just mad busy at the moment. If you like what you saw, place your comments down below. And Chris from Yiannimize, see you later.